Hello, Giants fans. Welcome to Giants Baseball 101. I'm Gabe Vaughn, your host. The Giants beat the Cubs 5-4 today, and it's a good day. After an incredible comeback in the ninth inning, they were down 2 runs. It looked like they were done for. They came back. They scored 3 to walk it off. This came, too, just after a time when just about all of us were probably agonizing over the fact that the Giants just could not beat the National League Central teams. Those were just too strong for them. But now they finally exerted some dominance over the Cubs in this home opener in San Francisco. And the Cubs got ahead 4-0 in the 5th inning. It was, I believe it was after the top of the 5th that the Cubs got ahead 4-0. And Spencer Howard's relief outing, just from a pitching perspective, it really is the thing to focus on here. And Howard, it's like, we talked about this like before when I was answering the question about what specific roster decisions would I make if I was in charge. Giving Howard a chance was something that for me was a priority, and now I just think that really is justified now after what we've seen. Like you got to recognize Spencer Howard's 4 2/3 inning performance out of the bullpen for exactly what it is, which is just absolutely incredible. Remember, this is not some young prospect. This is a guy who was almost out of a chance to play big league baseball. Then he came over and got his call to the big leagues after just grinding it out. He's making an impact, and he really made one today. And he is just today's winner for sure. Giants started to get back into the game on the solo home runs by Matt Chapman and Nick Ahmed. They were behind 4-2 going into the 9th, but they just weren't going to be stopped. Chapman, who hit the solo shot earlier in the game, led off the bottom of the 9th with a double, and they built off of that. Then Thairo Estrada singled. It moved Chapman to third. Michael Conforto drove one in with a sacrifice fly as Chapman scored. Then Patrick Bailey singled. And I believe Ahmed walked after that, trying to reconstruct the inning in my mind. It's kind of tough. The Giants got another run, and it was the tying one on a sacrifice fly by Austin Slater. So you just think about that for a minute. The two comeback runs to tie the game, they came off of sacrifice flies. In every inning, you got 3 outs, and the key always is to do the most. They're going to happen sometime. Have to maximize your offensive efficiency. And that includes doing whatever needs to be done in whatever particular situation. Certainly was the case today. Giants were in the bottom of the 9th, down 2 runs. They had 3 outs to work with. And guys stepped up and they got the job done. They were able to hit situationally. So Conforto and Slater, they weren't the ones with the homers for the Giants today, but at the same time, give them huge credit for stepping into a huge situation in the 9th inning and getting it done with the bat. It's situational hitting is sometimes that's what the Giants live or die off of, whether they are able to execute it or not. And being able to put the ball in play, and not just put it in play, but hit it to the right spot. Even sometimes when it's a productive out like they had today, a couple of productive outs in the 9th, that really is often what pays off. And then it ended with the bases loaded. I think Ahmed walked after Slater's sac fly, not exactly sure. But Wilmer Flores came to bat and he drew a walk. So and it scored the winning run. Giants walked it off 5-4. Both teams, the Giants and the Cubs, both interestingly have a 37-42 record after this. And it was just a game where the Giants didn't let themselves get beat and they stayed disciplined at the plate. And they played, I think we really can say they played the complete game of baseball today at the plate. And really with Spencer Howard too on the mound in relief. And as a finishing note, I'll just say that the thing with the Giants, what could make all the difference for them is that their ability to prove that they're not done for when they get behind in the late innings. Do you want to strike early on in the game? Yes, that's always the best bet. If you can be a team that there's always the threat of a rally in the late innings, that's how far the Giants have come over the past few years. They have a chance, even when behind in the ninth, and they certainly showed that they did today. They just kept going, kept putting out productive at-bats, and they walked it off. So that's it for today, and hopefully this homestand against the Cubs finishes better than the road one did. Thank you for watching. This has been Giants Baseball 101. Please subscribe if you haven't. Also, please leave your questions and comments. You know where to do it. I'll see you next time on Giants Baseball 101.